can reveal that the order includes a turkey omelet, breakfast tacos, and 2 kale-fortified drinks, for a total of $42. Kelce is a regular customer of the restaurant, despite never using his real name, and Sunday's order included a generous tip of $32. Taylor spent most of her time living with her boyfriend at her Beverly Hills mansion in Los Angeles, before Kelce returned to his hometown in Ohio to host the New Heights live show with his brother Jason, at the University of Cincinnati and received his diploma with a famous beer-guzzling performance on stage. Swift did not attend the New Heights live show she had scheduled with friends, as she was spotted at a party with famous friends at Coachella, including Selena Gomez and boyfriend Benny Blanco, alongside Lana Del Rey and Sabrina Carpenter on Friday night. The pop superstar attended Coachella 2024 to cheer on her 2 best friends performing on Saturday night, Lana Del Rey and Sabrina Carpenter, before boarding her private jet to leave California. Taylor is currently enjoying her free time before announcing her new album on April 19, wanting to spend as much time as possible with her boyfriend. A source told NatFL that the couple could watch Lionel Messi's Inter Miami play at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas, Missouri, home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Arrowhead Stadium is welcoming Kansas City MLS team Sporting Kansas City after a 28-year hiatus. Sporting Kansas City couldn't have asked for a better homecoming when they hosted Lionel Messi and Inter Miami. KC minority owner Patrick Mahomes was thrilled to be affiliated with the reigning world champions. Mahomes will be present this Saturday to watch his team take on Inter Miami. Will Travis Kelce and girlfriend Taylor Swift attend this exciting match? The answer is yes. When we found out Kelce returned to Kansas on Saturday after finishing the New Heights live show in Cincinnati, Swift was also present in Kansas on Sunday morning before this match took place. Let's wait for the world's most famous couple to appear at Arrowhead Stadium on Saturday night. Travis and Jason Kelce come home to Ohio. Brothers bring New Heights live to University of Cincinnati over 4 chaotic hours that feature Joe Burrow, aliens, shots of mayo, a surprise graduation, but no Taylor Swift. Around here, it turns out, having a name and a face like Travis Kelce really can open doors. There is a hotel on campus of the University of Cincinnati named Graduate, where, on arrival, every guest is given a small history lesson. Here, the bedrooms are unlocked with a copy of someone's student ID. Not just any pupil, though. This school's favorite sons, such as former NBA star Oscar Robertson, such as Jason and Travis Kelce. By Thursday lunchtime, staff were already braced for a few visitors to take their key cards home. By Thursday night in Cincinnati, some of those student IDs had become even more treasured. This university was a significant staging post on the Kelce brothers' journey from Cleveland Heights to New Heights. They played together on the Bearcats en route to the Super Bowl, but neither Jason nor Travis ever attended graduation, until Thursday night, that is, when they returned home and proceeded to finish what they started more than a decade ago. Inside Fifth Third Arena, a short walk from the Graduate Hotel, the brothers were ambushed as they prepared to say goodbye. Before long, they had slipped into their gowns and collected their diplomas. All those years ago, football got in the way of commencement. Nothing stopped them from graduating this time, not Jason's red-hot pants. Not Travis' insistence on chugging his beer. To all my fellow students, before we make this thing official, I thought I'd give you guys some advice, Travis said before breaking into song. You gotta fight for your right to party. They had first emerged hours earlier, amid fire and smoke and deafening screams. They had soon sent 2 students swimming in tubs of chili. They ended the evening flanked by their parents and the school president. It was a surreal, emotional end to a wild night, part podcast, part game show, part marathon, part cringe and calamity. The brothers put on a spelling bee and a rodeo. They chatted with Joe Burrow and Desmond Ridder. What was billed as the first live show of their weekly chin wag, New Heights, turned into nearly 4 hours of bedlam. It was probably fortunate that she didn't turn up. Local police had prepared for the possible arrival of Taylor Swift. In the end, they need not have worried. She didn't show. Thousands of Swifties and students and 92%ers did, though. Tickets started at $100 and soon sold out. VIP tickets were going for $1,000. At the Graduate, a line had begun to form and excitement had started to swell by early afternoon. No matter that Cincinnati flooded recently or that thunderstorms gave visitors a bumpy ride into town, or that campus was drenched in the hours before doors opened, one couple had driven 4 hours from Chicago, a pair of middle-aged women had traveled from North Carolina armed with beers and signs and New Heights t-shirts. One poor man was only in town for a conference. "Are you here for these Kelce brothers, too?" hotel staff asked him. He wasn't, but he was about the only one. Come 5 p.m., when the arena opened, some people had been waiting in the rain for hours. A line snaked around campus as students edged past dorms and classrooms until they reached their seats. The Kelce brothers were among them once. This is where their journey to the big time gathered pace, but it was also where their story might have ended. Travis was briefly kicked off the team, and lost his scholarship, after testing positive for marijuana. His future lay in tatters until older brother Jason helped steer him back on track. More than a decade on, it was the elements that nearly derailed their best-laid plans. Until Wednesday afternoon, this show slated to take place at Nippert Stadium, the football field where these brothers were minted, only for the weather to force a late rethink. Thousands were instead diverted inside. On arrival, they were handed a whistle, beads and a pom-pom. Around an hour before liftoff, Mama Kelce was handing out free sandwiches from Subway. Other souvenirs were available to buy. A New Heights hoodie, for instance, was on sale for $72. Inside the arena, Swift blared over the speakers shortly before her boyfriend took center stage. Together, Travis and Jason Kelce have built an award-winning podcast. Their game show, however, still needs a bit of work. The inaugural Great Lombaby Games pitted 10 student athletes against 10 students. The jocks versus the nerds, as the brothers labeled it. Over more than an hour and a half, they took on half a dozen challenges, testing their spelling, their balance, their ability to down a shot of mayo. Oh, and their ability to put a mustache on Andy Reid while blindfolded. The crowd enjoyed it, despite the odd technical glitch. Despite the brothers' oft-clunky delivery. Despite disaster lingering just around the corner, during one challenge, 2 students began to retch as they raced to eat a chili dog. Eventually chaos gave way for the main event, New Heights Live. After eyes in the arena had adjusted to Jason's short shorts, the brothers brought out some company. Former University of Cincinnati quarterback Ritter, now with the Arizona Cardinals, and Bengals Orlando Brown Jr. shared some tales. Then the roof came off Fifth Third Arena when Cincinnati Burrow joined the conversation. The chat veered from trash talk to drinking games to Mount Rushmore and even aliens. Where are they? Burrow asked. I feel like if they're advanced enough to come visit us, then they're advanced enough to cloak themselves so we don't know about it. We're not gonna to see it on an iPhone camera, dog. It was all good fun. It was nevertheless a test of stamina for those supporters who, by the end, had been inside the arena for nearly 6 hours. Those who stuck around were at least treated to a touching finale. Travis and Jason vowed to be back for more before heading into town for a drink. They had earned the right to party. But they might need a few new tricks by next year. You can only graduate once, after all.